Hi guys, and welcome back to my Christian art YouTube channel. So today I have another one for you guys for today, and this one I haven't listened to as well as the previous one, so this is going to be a first for me as well. But I'm also introducing slash looking into a new artist, and this artist's name is Peabod. This came suggested to me by someone in the comment section, and so I very much appreciate that as well. I am very much open to it, and I'm happy that people are actually like engaging with the content, and obviously saying that they want me to look out for people, because this is what I want. I want to actually look at new artists and see what they have in store, because obviously sometimes we might not even be aware of certain artists, and so this is where you guys come in to obviously let me know about this. So I'm very interested in this suggestions. Anyway, like I said, artist name is Peabod, and the song's name is Good News. And yeah, so I don't want to spend too much time on the intro, so let's go for it, and let's go.
Heaven came to meet us. All my hope in Jesus. Nothing better than good news, yeah. Everything I needed, highest hope succeeded. Nothing better than good news, It's so easy to get lost in the noise, but truth has a voice and living proof has an end.
Sorry, I stopped it there for a second. Let me just continue.
The God who knows the size of my...
So, okay, wait, let me just actually let him finish the verse and then I'll say something about it. But anyway, let's go.
Knows all my history too, and he still loves me the same. I've been stuck in the valley, been ducking in the alleys. Every time he found me...
I'm just stopping quickly. Let me just, before I forget some of the lyrics. So I think he says there also that truth has a name. And obviously that name is Jesus, because Jesus is the truth, Jesus is the word was with God, and so on and so forth. That is John 1 verse 1. But anyway, so it's just establishing that Jesus is the truth, and this is part of what the good news is. The good news is Jesus, who is also the truth. Anyway, so let's continue. Let's go.
It's amazing how he lifts my hand. Will not let this prone to wander heart forget. Heaven came to meet us. All my hope in Jesus. Nothing better than good news, yeah. Everything I needed, highest hope succeeded. Nothing better than good news, yeah. Extra reads out.
And I also like the chorus, because it says there's nothing better than good news, and we all know that obviously we'd rather have good news than bad news, obviously, which is a play on just how we understand good news to be. Because also in the Christian faith, of course, good news is referring to the good news that Jesus died on the cross, and he rose from the dead, and he took away our sin essentially, and he set us free, he saved us. And we are new creation in him, through him, we are new creation, yes, live different lives, and so on and so forth. Saved us from all the depths of our terrible hearts and all these other things. But anyway, so that is part of the good news, right? And so there's a play on it in terms of what people understand good news to be just generally, and then also what good news means in terms of the Christian context. But anyway, I'm gonna go back a bit and then we'll continue. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, extra reads all about it. News so good that even if you doubt it, it's true so wide that you can't get around it. It'll find you before you know that you found it. So sound off. This the kind of message you can count on. Everybody resting in the promise. If I'm being honest, it's a sure thing, guaranteed. You can put your money on this. Heaven came to meet us. All my hope in Jesus. Nothing better than good news, yeah. Everything I needed, highest hope succeeded. Nothing better than good news.
And it's also nice that he's saying there, all my hopes exceeded, because that's essentially what happens, guys, when you love in Jesus and you sometimes expect certain things from him. You ask certain things in prayer and all of that, and he exceeds those expectations. And that for me is also part of the good news, because now this allows us the opportunity to have our almost like our hopes exceeded as well once we accept Jesus into our lives and our hearts. That doesn't mean that we have no difficulty, that there's no struggles and terrible things that happen to us afterwards, but at least we know that Jesus will be there for us. But not just that, he also then exceeds our expectations as well, especially when we dare to step out in faith and trust in him. Okay, so let's continue.
Even in the bad news, I know I don't have to hang my head and give up the fight. Yeah, even in the waiting, I can put my faith in the one who's always been by my side. Yeah, heaven came to meet us. All my hope.
Okay, I like that. Before, because I actually want to speak about what he says there about heaven came to meet us. But outside of that, I actually just want to comment on the beat. I like the beat is almost like it's an upbeat beat, right? And the tempo, it's not a fast tempo, but is it the chords? I don't know, guys. I'm not a musician. I don't know all of these things, but I would say the chords are quite high, if that makes sense, or if that is, please, someone who is a musician, please comment below. But anyway, so it's high notes, right? Anyway, and it's almost like an uplifting kind of tone to the sound of the song. And also, it's not that he's saying just, it's like he's being upbeat in the lyrics, yes, but he's also saying that even though, you know, you go through terrible things, or at least if there's bad news, you know that you don't have to give up the fight because Jesus is there with you. In any case, like I also wanted to say, is that heaven came to meet us. Like I said, that is part of the good news. And heaven came to meet us, meaning that we actually, heaven opened up to us because Jesus came. So he saved us from hell and allowed us to step into heaven. So it's like we were met with heaven. But not just that, it's also the fact that Jesus represents the kingdom as well. But he's obviously the Son of God, so he's part of the triune of God, right? And he came down to meet us. And so it's like he brought a part of heaven with him, if that makes sense. And so he came to present to us what that looks like, what that is, and what that means, and who God is as well. So that was like almost like bringing part of heaven to earth, and then also having us meet heaven, if that makes sense, so to speak. Anyway, so yeah, let's continue.
In Jesus, nothing better than good news, yeah. Everything I needed, highest hopes exceeded. Nothing better than good news, good news. Good news, yeah. Than good news, good news. Ain't nothing better than this, than good news, good news.
Okay, awesome, guys. I think it was a nice, simple, cool, uplifting, motivational, good news kind of song. Also, the tone of the song gives me a little bit of Forrest Frank vibes as well, just what it does to the emotions in a sense, because it's like uplifting, and also reminds us of the good news that even though, of course, we go through certain things, as you know, is always mentioned with most songs, I would say, that the good news is there, and the good news is in Jesus Christ. The good news is the truth who is Jesus Christ, who came to earth to meet us and show us heaven, essentially, and save us from our sins, and also save us for us to be able to meet the King of Kings and to have a relationship with the King of Kings and live with him for eternity. So and so, like I said, it's an upbeat song, and so it reminds us of that. And it's just one of those songs that when you're listening to it, you're like, okay, okay, cool. What is he saying? And it's like it has to like make you smile at some point because it says nothing better than good news. I almost sang there for a second. My voice is out of it. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the song. I hope that you guys enjoyed the artist. Please check him out as well. Check out his other music. I feel like I might just do another one of his songs, possibly sometime soon. But as always, I will link this video in the description below of this video. And yeah, guys, check it out. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the artist. Let me know what you think of the song, etc., etc. Or if you have any other suggestions, please let me know down below in the comment section. But yeah, anyway, hope you have a great day further. Hope you have a great week further. And I will catch you on the next one.